Spend my time drinking wine, feeling fine, waiting here to find the sun.
Happy New Year! Hey. It is officially January 1st, 2023. I'm recording today because it's the new year and I feel good and I want to bring my new year with my YouTube family. I got a drink. I got a little shot. If you got one, you drink too. If you got some snacks, get them out. I want to entertain you. We about to have a good time. I am the hostess with the mostest, and you're at my crib virtually. So, like I said before, we're going to take a drink. And we're going to get into it. Matter of fact, cheers to you joining the Juju Bean Squad. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Give your girl a thumbs up. Sorry for rambling, but I love rambling in the beginning of the video because it's just what I like to do. I like when other YouTubers do it. I like when I do it. I like that you like when I do it, hopefully. But anyway, y'all, let's get back into it. Part 2 to the worst, like literally worst, trip to Atlanta ever. As y'all can remember, I am with Blue, Toxic, a white girl's friend, and a cousin LJ. Y'all remember in the last story time, I got pepper sprayed. Y'all, I got maced. So, that night was crazy. I'm catching y'all up. We still in the car on the way to Atlanta, but we finally arrive. We get to a hotel room in Atlanta. Mind y'all, all those names that I just named were all in one hotel room. Double beds. Now, why would 5 to 6 grown-ups be in one hotel room? Like, yeah, that don't scream broke to y'all. That screams broke to me, and I was broke at the time, so that makes sense. But Blueface, or Blue, was like 24, 25 at the time. So the reason why you're sharing a hotel room with so many people is confusing to me. I mean, I wasn't paying for it because I was broke, but it's like, you're giving broke too. Because how are we on a business trip and it's like 6 people in a hotel room, but at the same time, we're supposed to be having fun because it's Atlanta and it's just us. Like, it's just like 4 girls, 2 guys. It's too much. Like, looking back on that, that was so raggedy. Like, ugh. But we're there. So we ain't doing nothing. We turned down. Toxic has been driving the whole time. And Blue and LL is trying to turn us up. So what do? We sit and wait as they go to the liquor store. They come back with some bottles, right, y'all? And we think we so lit. We having so much fun. We popping bottles. It's Bel Air from the liquor store. Like, I just think I am living it up. Mind you, I think I'm going to insert some footage of it if I have it. But I think I'm living it up. Mind you, I'm dating no one in this room. I have a relationship nor slept with anybody in this room. Mind you, the only person I truly know in this room is Toxic. But Toxic is dating Blue. Toxic is dating Blue. But white girl is also dating Blue. So I'm just trying to figure out how the night will continue to unfold. Because like I said before, we just got into it. So I'm trying to figure out, is some sneaking gonna happen? Is they gonna try to run up? If I'm gonna have to try to beat them up? Like, what's really going on here? With that being said, we popping bottles, we drinking, and we just having a good time all around. Now, for whatever reason, I don't know, but Blue disappears. And when Blue comes back, Blue brings in some money, like a big pile of money into this room, into this hotel room where like 6 adults are at this time. And he like gets this bag of money and starts throwing it in the air. Like, throwing it in the air. And when I tell y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all up, it was a lot of money. I don't know if it was singles at the time or 20s. I cannot remember, but I will insert a video. But there was so much money and he was just throwing it up, throwing it up, throwing it up. So you know what he told us to do? Grab some money and throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Now, we're doing all of this for social media because in real life, why are we throwing money in the air? What type of vibe is that? We're not at a strip club. This is not our money. I can't take this money home. Why am I tossing it in the air? I don't know. It was just weird, but it was a vibe at the time. Like, in the moment when you're tipsy in the hotel room and money is being thrown everywhere, it's a vibe, but it's really not if you don't get to keep it. So anyways, that's happening and we're recording and we're just taking videos and it's time for us to order some room service. Okay, he told us we could get whatever we want, and I'm like, finally, because honestly, Toxic drove. Okay, They didn't do nothing. They sat in the back. They didn't put in no effort. I mean, I ain't put in no effort because I ain't drive either. But it's like, you supposed to be hosting us. Be a good host. You know what I mean? So he said we could get some room service. And I look at Toxic and I'm like, I'm about to order the lobster mac and cheese and a steak. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm getting burgers. And I'm like, this is your man. And we just got we just got pepper sprayed because he brought another girl. He didn't even want to bring you. No, honey, you're going to dig in them pockets. You're going to get steak, just like I'm about to get steak for the trauma that we went through today. We're getting steak. So, with that being said, we ordered the steak. And white girl, she orders the chicken nuggets or burgers or whatever. Maybe he had her in line, but he definitely ain't had me in line because I ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Which is so crazy because at 18 years old, bitch, why are you ordering steak? This is not your man. Anyways, I ordered the steak. They bring the food out. Everybody's eating. We eating good. We vibing. It's a good time. Like, it really is a good time. And I'm excited I came because my mom was strict, so I ain't used to going nowhere. Anyways, it is time for us to go to sleep at this point. All right, we winding down. Mind you, I ain't bring no PJs because my stuff was at Toxic's cousin's house, B's house. But I didn't bring no PJs to her house. Like, we all girls, so I probably slept in a big t-shirt. But I probably was uncomfortable with doing that in Atlanta just because it was so many of us in one hotel room. Like, why was it so many people in one hotel room? So with that being said, I didn't have no PJs. I just had on a little dress. And I wore my little dress to sleep. But who cares? We were winding down. And I was sleeping next to Toxic. So it's the middle of the night. At this point, everybody has went to sleep. Why do I see Blue and white girl, who is, to my knowledge, Toxic's boyfriend, right, get up and go to the bathroom? Now, they get up and go to the bathroom, but it's pitch black, but I can see the shapes and the voices. I can make it out. So I see that. But why do I feel Toxic next to me? And she gets up too. And they're like asking her to come to the bathroom. Y'all, I was like, oh, this is tea. I know they're not about to go in there and do what I think they're about to do. I know they're not about to do a three dog. Like, I know that's not what's happening. And we're all in the same hotel room? No, that's not happening. So Toxic disappears in the bathroom, right? And I am like too stunned to speak. I don't know what's going on. Eventually, I fall back asleep, right? I fall back asleep. With that being said, the next morning, we all wake up. I think we're all in our same clothes from last night. It's really weird. It's really dirty. So it's time for us to start showering and getting dressed and stuff like that. So I do my thing. I take my shower like first or second because one thing about it, I have to be clean no matter what, no matter who I'm around, no matter where I'm at. I got to be clean. But that being said, after I take my shower, I see Blue try to call me in to the bathroom. Like, I see him literally trying to call me into the bathroom. Like, I'm at one point in the hotel room next to the bathroom, and that's where he is. But the door's open like he's brushing his teeth, and he's like, come here. Come here? For what, sir? What am I coming here for? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. So he's like, yeah, I want you to come in here with me, and, I want to, test the waters and see what's going on a little bit. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So I like awkwardly laughed and walked away because that was too much for me. Like, that was just too much. That happened and I'm just laughing and walking away. I don't tell Toxic just because like I already feel like she's been disrespected so much. And I don't want to like be that person like, yeah, man, I'm trying to talk to me. Because if I'm not going to entertain it, there's really no point of me telling you and you already know he's a sketchy person. Like, maybe if she didn't know he was sketchy already, I would have said something. But he's already giving sketchy vibes. Like, you know what it is. So they all proceed to get ready, shower and stuff like that. And Toxic and Blue and white girl, they all go somewhere. But white girl's friend goes too. But I'm chilling. Like, I'm not really trying to do too much because I'm clean, I showered, but I don't feel as clean as I normally would at home, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not as comfortable as I would be at home. So this leaves me and LL in a hotel room by ourselves. Y'all, why did the door shut as they're all walking out? And LL, he started pressing up on me, like, what's up? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I know my friend messed with your homegirl, you know. And I don't know if he was trying to make it a 2-on-2 or if he got the vibe that I was interested. But y'all, why does this man pull down his pants? Why did I see LL's ping? And it was a pig. But I wasn't feeling that. Like, I just really was not feeling that, because why do you feel entitled to talk to me or sexually approach me and I'm just here? Like, I'm just existing. That's all. So I'm like, oh no, this is too much. Like, put that away, put that away. I'm not going for none of that. We're not doing that. Inappropriate, LL. But at the same time, y'all, I'm cheesing because it was thanging. The thing was thanging. So that's just what it was. Like, his thing was definitely thanging. So I'm just like, LL, you doing too much. And I'm not with that. No. So we just end up talking. It's just us two. Mind you, we're in Atlanta, but I've not left the hotel room. We're not doing any group activities. Like, we're not going out. Like, this is not that, if that makes sense. This is not what it should have been for a trip to Atlanta. Like, I guess this really was a business trip, but I don't know what business you have to handle where you got to do a turnaround trip in Atlanta and come back with a bag of money. Because you would think, like, it's something suspicious, like illegal. But then it's like you came back with, like, a big bag of money. Like, did you go to the strip club, sir? Did you just get on the stage and clap them cheeks real quick? I don't know. With that being said, me and LL continue to talk. I feel violated, uncomfortable, but it's like funny at the same time. Well, it's not funny, but it's just like, it's like an awkward tension thing. So they all come back and I pull Toxic to the side. I'm like, Toxic, why did LL just show me his thing? And she like, no. And I'm like, girl, yes, no, this is too much. Like, we are doing too much out here. Like, this is too much. So then we are all sitting and talking. Me and Toxic go back to the rest of the group. I just pulled her to the side real quick, not major. And Blue starts talking about how he wants white girl, me, and Toxic to get on a pole while we here in Atlanta, like Magic City. What? What? Be for real. BFFR. Be them for real. No. So I guess Blue is trying to like pimp us out. Like, does that even make sense? Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I ever do that? So with that being said, white girl is down. I mean, white girl is down to ride for a homicide when it's drama time. She is down. She's ready to go. She's like, okay, I mean, y'all, we can do it. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, girl, have some more self-respect than that. He got you here with another woman. And it's like, okay, my friend should also have more self-respect. But it's like, you two up his butt. Like, she not doing the most like you doing the most. You're doing a lot right now. So he trying to like pimp us out. And I'm like, oh, age nah, y'all. My mom is too strict for that. 18 or not. The trip was really pushing it. But to get on a pole in Atlanta? What if my daddy find out? My daddy live in Atlanta. That's doing too much. So I hit him with the swift no. Toxic is like, I'm not feeling that. But when somebody is saying something or giving a particular answer because they know that you're right there, that's the vibe I was getting. Like, maybe if I wasn't right there, Toxic would have said yes, or she would have maybe agreed to it. But since I was there, it's given I'm a square and I'm a lame friend that she got to say no in front of. So I'm like, no. At this point, when like we start making these faces, Blue start going off. Like, what? Y'all got us down here and y'all ain't trying to get no money. Y'all ain't trying to bring me back no money. Y'all trying to choose up. Like y'all not trying to do none of that. Like, why'd you want to come and da-da-da? And I'm like, oh my God. I have messed up. Why am I here? This is random. I don't even belong here. Do I even know you? So all of this is happening, and he's like getting mad, but white girl is trying to calm him down because she's with it. And I'm like, I'm not mad at that. First of all, I don't have no shoes. I don't have no clothes. I don't have nothing to go get on that pole. I don't have no skills. First of all, I don't have no body. Let's talk about that. I'm 18. I'm built like this. I'm built like this comb right here. What am I gonna do? Who's gonna throw money at me? Like, I'm not about to give $50. That's too much. Because at the end of the day, I don't judge. Like, however you get your money is how you get your money. But it's like, if you gonna get on the flow, you need to be the baddest on the flow. And I was not giving the baddest on the flow. That's not what I was giving. I was giving built like a twig. With that being said, overall, that just made me uncomfortable. Idea made me uncomfortable. And you could tell that white girl is really trying to soothe him, like, it's okay, baby, and it's fine, and stuff like that. But like I said, Toxic is down, so she went down for that. But she was just trying to, make it seem like she was cool too, saying no, but really trying to ease the pain of the no. LL is watching all of this happen, and he is getting weak in the corner. Like, this man is laughing in the corner, and it's annoying to me because it's like, yo, this is not funny. Like, he wrong. Y'all know, like, a dude when he had like a skep homeboy or a homeboy that's just like doing too much, but it's that one cool homeboy where it's like he know his people's doing too much and he not doing too much, but he's just watching it happen. Like, LL was one of them. Like, he was also funny and cool and stuff like that. Didn't find him sexually attractive. Didn't want nothing with him, but he was cool. Like, he was all right. That being said, we still going back and forth about getting on a pole. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, for you to invest money, like, let's say even if we agree, for you to invest money in shoes, outfits, hair, nails, like, y'all, dancers really got to be really well put together. So for you to invest all of that and then, one, be too scared to do anything, or two, we not make no money, it don't make sense. Mind you, I'm scared anyways. I'm not going to do it anyways. But it's just like, even from your perspective, it doesn't make sense. So finally, the other white girl's friend, other white girl number two, she is like, yeah, I don't mind, really. So these two girls, white girl and blondie, like, they're really about it. And that is the thing about Caucasians. They take risks. Like, they're about it. They're gonna try it. They don't care. They're bold. Whatever the case is, kudos to them. But you could tell, like, she was more submissive to the idea, but she was also a little out of it. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know when people are out of it. But I was just like, no, it's a no for me. It was no for me then. It's no for me now. So Blue gets mad, of course. He's still mad. I was laughing in the background. And we are about to wrap up the trip at this point because so much has already went down. Like, y'all was just trying to do a three-way. I don't know if Toxic did three-way or not. Like, she might try to lie to me and say she didn't, but I feel like she did. I feel like I know she was in that bathroom for a long time. But now you're taking it a step too far. Now you're trying to do this too. So it's just like, it's giving wrap up the trip or whatever. And mind you, we didn't even go out and have no type of fun. Like, you really came here to pimp us out. Like, you thought we was just going to tag along and get pimped out. That's just not me. I'm not into that. I'm not going for you trying to trick me or manipulate me into something. I don't like that. But with that being said, I'm just thinking like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? So now Blue was like, okay, yeah, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to go. It's time to wrap it up, blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever the case is. And y'all better be glad y'all even coming back with us. And the only reason y'all coming back is because Toxic is driving, and Toxic is pissed, y'all. Like, she is pissed at this point. Like, why do I have to drive? Why do I have to be the only person to drive? And he like, drive. You ain't did nothing else. Drive. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I feel so bad because the way that this man was actually treating Toxic was so bad. But the way that Toxic allowed stuff like that to happen, I could not really have sympathy because me, I'm gonna put my foot down. And I can't put my foot down for you if you're gonna lift your foot back up if I put it down. So no. She's just like, why do I have to drive? Ain't nobody else drive. I'm tired. I want to break. He's like, listen, either you're going to drive or you're not going to get in this car. And I said, listen, I can't drive. I'm going to just put that out there right now because people are starting to point fingers and figure out who can drive besides him. But I'm not no chauffeur, one. And I wear glasses, too. If I drive this car without wearing my glasses, I'm going to crash the rip. if I drive this car without wearing my glasses, I'm going to crash the whip. The car will be in a car crash. The rental will be fucking left on the side of the road. The rental will be stuck on the side of the road somewhere, and we're all gonna die. Like, that's just what's gonna happen if I drive without my glasses. So I had to clear that up real quick. Like, no, I'm not doing nothing without my glasses. I can't drive or see without my glasses. So everybody's kind of really bickering, and white girl is kind of on blue side. At this point, like, Toxic should be driving because Toxic really ain't putting that much energy or effort into the trip, which leads me to believe that they had a whole separate situation going on. Like, I don't know how much I truly knew, but I feel like it was something more going on. And I feel like Toxic was more accepting of the situation than what she let on. So I'm not sure if Toxic was really the main girlfriend or the side girlfriend, or this was a poly thing. Because the way that she was just going or like accepting this activity was kind of beyond me. So with that being said, I just really ain't have too much to say or comment on in front of her because one, you don't want to be offensive about nobody's situation, but two, it's just really not my place or my business. I'm not the type of person to really comment on your situation or judge you or anything like that. So we get back and we are back in the car and Toxic is driving and Toxic is getting so tired. I feel so bad because she didn't have the trip that she thought she was going to have. I didn't have the trip that I thought I was going to have. But with that being said, she still had to drive. LL wasn't driving. White girl wasn't driving. White girl number 2 wasn't driving. Like, Blue wasn't driving. I'm definitely out the question. But you could just tell she was a little disappointed because we didn't have the trip that she thought we were going to have. And overall, what I will say is I don't regret that trip because one, it was ratchet and it was ghetto. But two, like, it was just an experience. It was just an experience. And I felt bad because we really did just make her drive, and she really was just driving all around town, like 16 hours there and back within 48 hours because we stayed for what, maybe 2 days, 1 night. So I just feel like she didn't get the outcome she was looking for. But when we did go back, I think white girl and Toxic started getting into it again. And the baby mama came home. Like, we had to go back to the baby mama's house because that's where the rental car was at, if that makes sense. Like, that's where the rental car was at. That's where they was dropping us back off to. It's not like they dropped us off along the way and was like, okay, this your stop. Okay, this your stop. Okay, you're good to go. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that was part 2 of the worst trip to Atlanta ever. Hold on. Ever. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. 2023, we want you a part of Juju Bean Squad. And I'll be back with another story time, y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye.